Viewer discretion is advised.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of American Truck Simulator. My name is YoAdrian, and today we're going to be out here in Chicago. That is right, we're going to be out here in Chicago featuring the Coast to Coast mod. Going to be using this Kenworth T600 Truck. Now, I believe it's actually one of the first Kenworth T600 trucks that was actually made for American Truck Simulator, but I'm not 100% certain on that. But it is a very nice looking truck. I do actually like the look of these in real life. So it is a very, very, very nice looking truck. Like I said, I like these in real life. And I do like this one in the game, although it doesn't have too many customization options for it though, which is kind of the sad part. But I can't get mine to actually look like the thumbnail that is for the mod. For some reason I cannot get mine to look like that, and I do not know why. So we're just going to be rocking a basic truck today. But let's go ahead and start this puppy up. I got a 525 horsepower Cummins N14 Select Plus engine, 18 speed without a retarder. In this truck, as you all know, we never use retarders in our trucks. I know that's probably not a good thing, but that's just kind of how I prefer it. Let's go ahead and take a look at the lights. Got some nice LED bad boys on this truck, like nice little LED parking lights. And then there's your headlights and high beams. So yeah, like I said, we're currently out here in Chicago. Going to be taking a load of sand, 41,500 pounds, to Fargo, the BNSF in Fargo. Here's a look at the interior of the truck today. Very nice looking interior. Not too much you can do with it as well. So you guys see the CB up there, this little shifter stick right here, and then we just got a bed and stuff back here. Doing a little night run. I believe it's like 1 in the morning. Oh, 12:30. It's 12:30 in the morning. So, but yeah, like I said, coming out of here, out of Chicago. Let's go ahead and make sure all of our lights and stuff work on the trailer. So let's go ahead and, I guess, just do it from here. Looks like those are working. Shift. Release the parking brake. Oh, there we go. Release parking brake. The trailer brakes are working. Alright, so let's go ahead and just come on out of here. Finally got working mirrors. If you guys saw the video with the Western Star truck, that truck did not have working mirrors whatsoever. So, don't have any hood mirrors on this truck, which is kind of a first for me because I always have hood mirrors on my trucks. There's a better look at the cab. But yeah, I'm not sure if my truck is broken or not, because like I said, I cannot get it to look like the actual truck mod that he has pictured. It just will not work, and for some reason it replaced my regular W900, and I do not know why. Alright, so we're gonna actually have to use this GPS over here, because as you guys see, the one up there in the left hand corner does not work. So I'm going to have to end up using this GPS over here. But you guys see there's 642 miles left to go on this journey. And it is just going to begin for us. Got lots to talk about in this video as well. But I decided to kind of go with Chicago. Only because like I'm from Illinois. And I'm actually from Chicago. Even though I don't live there anymore. But I'm currently from there. So I figured it would be kind of cool to actually like look at what Chicago would possibly look like in American Truck Simulator. Even though it's not going to be like prototypical to what it looks like now in the Coast to Coast mod. But it would be kind of cool to actually see what it would look like. I have not tried to go downtown yet. And there actually is no downtown as far as I'm concerned at this point. So it's just going to be like a very basic thing. But as you guys can see, there are like little skyscrapers that replicate Chicago. Possibly supposed to be like the Sears Tower, or now the Willis Tower, quote unquote. John Hancock Center, all that fun stuff. But yeah, it looks kind of nice. I don't recall too many Texacos in Chicago, but I'm pretty sure there are some. I'm going to come over here and take a left. But yeah, I did want to do a run out of Chicago a while back, but then I decided that I should probably just stick with the more southern states and stuff like that. One thing you will also notice in this truck is that the blinkers do not have their own little like effect or like lighting thing. on the dash, so there's no blinkers. You kind of have to go through with the mirrors and stuff like that. And I know when that blinking sound is on, you'll know that, whatchamacallit, when that blinking sound is on, you know that your blinker is on. So yeah, got some road work ahead. Typical Chicago, but we're not going that way, so not going to worry about it too much. But yeah, don't see too many Kenworth K600 trucks out on the roadway. Oak Harbor and Oberg. And there's a CSX Intermodal. But yeah, I don't see too many T600s out on the roadway. So it's not, I don't want to say it's like a rare truck, but it's not one of those like common trucks. It might have been a couple years ago, but I don't see too many of them out on the roads anymore. I mainly see like the T680s and like the W900s for the most part. But on occasion you'll see them. On occasion you will. So right now we're currently leaving Chicago. But if you guys look on the map here, actually, Chicago is the only thing in Illinois. Then you kind of go down to Missouri for St. Louis, and then Indy. So we're gonna be heading up here through Wisconsin, not going through Milwaukee, but through Wisconsin, up through Minneapolis, and then to Fargo. So that's gonna be our route today. Gonna be kind of showcasing off the non finished cities, and that's kind of why I decided to go with the nice night run, is because I know it's not going to be like the most scenic route to go through. But hey, nonetheless, like I said, I'm from Chicago, so I kind of wanted to show Chicago some love in American Truck Simulator, since it's currently not a part of the actual game, just the mod. So, I don't know. I just weird like that, I guess. But yeah, this mod is actually made for 1.3.5. So that could be the reason why the game is kind of broken a little bit. Like I said, it replaced my default SES Kenworth W900 slot in the Kenworth dealership. So I'm going to have to try to figure out what's going on over there. But here we are on the open road. And one thing I do hate are those sun visors. I don't really care for like the very low hanging sun visors. I do not care for them whatsoever. So that's just something that we're going to have to get used to on this truck. Unfortunately. But yeah, it is a very nice truck. I love the sunroof it's got on it. Very nice sunroof. Oh, I should have let that dude merge. My bad. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a good week so far. I've been working all week for the most part, putting in the hours. 40-hour weeks. Well, actually, more like 60-hour weeks. But, you know. Oh, we're not going to be able to go. That dude's over there. This little CSX truck right here is driving way too slow for my liking. Going 27 in a fucking 70. Way too damn slow for my liking. But yeah, I ended up finally getting forklift training. They actually moved me into another department on Monday. So I finally got the training last week. It's not like your standard, sit down forklift. It's an actual stand up forklift where you're kind of just picking orders and stuff like that. Like you're listening in through a headset and just kind of picking orders. It's a little bit it's different because it doesn't actually have a steering wheel. And yeah, it was fun. The day I went training on it was actually super fun. Ended up actually missing my lunch break because of it. Because we started the training around, I want to say it was around like 10:30-ish. Probably around 10:30 for the most part. Let's go ahead and set my cruise once we get up to 70 here. But ended up starting the training. It was about maybe like 15 minutes of like my training instructor just kind of demonstrating and like talking about like how the lift works and all that fun stuff. So he took me on like a little ride around the warehouse, showed me kind of how you work it, like turning and reversing and all that fun stuff, picking up pallets and everything. So I ended up doing that, ended up passing the test that he had. So basically he ended up telling me that I'm going to be just driving around for 2 to 3 hours. So there I was just driving around because normally the work days over there go pretty slow. So I'm thinking, okay, so I've been driving around for a while. Just driving around in circles on the little like maze that he basically had me go on. So I'm like, I'm kind of getting tired of doing this. So I'm like, I want to say it's probably like 11:30 because our breaks are at 9, 12, and then 2:30, and then we're off at 4:30. So I'm thinking it's like 11:30 or so. Ended up asking one of the other drivers that I ended up becoming friends with. Here's the sound of the Jake brake on this bad boy. Mean ass sounding Jake brake. Not sure what's going on, but it's like Chicago bumper to bumper traffic for the most part. I'm going to go turn the flashers on because we are slow moving. I don't want anyone coming in to rear end us at all. So yeah, I ended up asking one of my buddies what time it was, and he's like, it's 2 o'clock. And I'm sitting there like, are you shitting me right now? 2 o'clock? Like, it has been fucking almost 4 hours or almost 3 hours since I've just been driving around since we started this whole ordeal. Like, the time actually flew super fast. And, I mean, the first day I worked there, not the orientation, but like the first actual day, it went by pretty quick because, you know, I was learning something new. And then the other days, they just kind of drag a little bit. But it's not, some days are worse than others, but it's usually not too bad. But, yeah, he told me it was 2 o'clock, and I'm like, oh, welcome to Wisconsin, here we go. But it's like, I ended up missing my whole entire lunch break by 2 hours. So, he went to go talk to the instructor, or the, like, the lead, basically, the manager, my boss for the most part. And he's like, I ended up coming back over there. He's like, you can go ahead and take your lunch break, blah, 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 blah. Because he never showed me that there was actually a clock on the lift, which there is an actual clock that you can use and see what time it is. I did not know that because they didn't show that to me. So we all ended up laughing and stuff like that. So I ended up having to take my lunch at 2 on top of my 15-minute break at 2:30. So I ended up getting about 45 minutes of sit-down time, which was nice. Ended up coming back to the coming back from break and stuff like that, and I literally just drove the frickin' forklift some more, got used to it and everything. So it's been fun. Not really afraid of heights, but just the fact of, you know, you're on a stand-up forklift. The only thing you have like supporting you is a harness that's connected to a thing up top, and then you have an arm bar on your left, right, your whole like forklift in the front, and then you just have like an empty pallet in the back. And it's like you're trying to walk off, like picking boxes and stuff like that off like the very top shelf. And I mean, it's not too high, like it's not like dangerously like, you know, stupid high, but it is pretty like ways up there and stuff like that. So it is kind of like, you know, you get worried like, what if the harness rips and stuff like that? What are you gonna do? Because you got nothing stopping you, especially if you're up there. You got nothing stopping you. And I'm like I'm not scared of heights or anything. It's just the fact of that I kind of fear for my safety sometimes. Because I mean, if it was like an actual cage where, you know, you wouldn't fall, I'd understand. But you're literally just standing there with the harness, and that's basically what's supporting you besides your own 2 feet. Which, it's like, I don't know if it's actually worth it or not, honestly. So, but that's just my take on it. Taking Highway 94. One of the highways my stepdad and my mom and I traveled a lot on in Chicago, for sure, going towards like the suburbs and everything. 94 to Kennedy, or Dan Ryan, whichever. But yeah, 9094 was definitely one of the expressways we traveled on a lot, besides the 55 and the Stevenson and all that fun stuff back up in Chicago. So it's kind of cool to actually see it recreated in American Truck Simulator, even though it's probably like more landscape and stuff out in the actual, you know, in real life. But it's kind of cool to actually traverse along the highway going through like Wisconsin and stuff, because I remember taking it to Wisconsin a few times back when I was still a little kid. But that was like a long time ago. I hope you guys are enjoying the video so far. If you guys are, do make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. I'd greatly appreciate it if you guys would. Currently in 18th gear, going 69 miles an hour in a 65. Oh well. One thing I do want to mention though is that streams will be coming back soon. I just kind of have to get on a little groove here with the new job and try to figure out when I'm going to be able to do streams and stuff like that. Because I'm still trying to set up like a sleep schedule. Like I've been testing going to sleep at like different times. Like when I first started, I've been going to sleep at 8. So I tried pushing it back to 9 because I wake up at 4:30 and to get ready and stuff and leave the house by like 5:30. So I've been pushing back like different sleep schedules so I know how late like I can stay up and still wake up in time. So I've gotten as far as 11 and waking up at 4:30. So I'm going to try to push for midnight, but I don't want to push it too far to where I wake up late. So I'm thinking just using my day off and just kind of pushing myself, see if, okay, maybe go to sleep at midnight, wake up at 4. It's only 4 hours of sleep, which ain't much, but we'll see. We'll see. But one of the things I really do want to try doing in streams is, like my girlfriend, or like I said in a earlier American Truck Simulator videos, my girlfriend gets these things called snack crates, which is basically like you just get snacks from around the world and stuff like that. So that's something that I kind of want to do, possibly in streams, is just, you know, go through like the snack crate and just kind of try what's in it and stuff like that, and like let you guys know if it's any good or what's not. But yeah, you basically, what you get is like different snacks from different countries, and it's just in a box that they mail or like FedEx to you or something like that. So it's pretty cool. We actually got one last month for Ireland. Half the stuff in there wasn't too bad. Half of it I didn't actually care for. But I'm going to say like half the food in that box wasn't too bad. It was actually really good. It tasted like some of the stuff that you would actually get here in America, but it's just like under a different like name, like a different brand or something like that. We got something going on over here. What's going on over here? Looks like I got an accident or some sort. Yep. Ooh, that's a bad accident right there. I get back in the left lane, but everyone's over there going towards Fargo, which we got to go towards Fargo. Fuck my life. I wish they would actually make the signs, you know, like farther away. That's one of the main things about this mod, is that you do not even see a sign until then. So we're going towards Fargo right here. There was a cop there, so that would have been super, super bad. Super, super bad. But yeah, our cat actually, I don't know if I should really be talking about it, but the cat finally got neutered. So he's actually a lot more calmer right now, been more cuddly than normal. Of course, the first day he was like, "You motherfuckers took my balls, you bitch," and stuff like that. So he was just kind of like, you know, being a bitch and being rude and stuff like that. But for the most part, he's been super, super calmer and stuff like that. And I completely lost my train of thought after, you know, missing that exit. But going back to like the streams and stuff, one thing I do want to try doing is like trying like the snack crate, but like trying different other foods and stuff like that. Like we were at Cracker Barrel last week. I was like strolling through the gift shop looking for like different candy and stuff like that to try. And I actually found something pretty interesting that I've never like seen before. And what it is, it's Tabasco spicy chocolate. So it's literally like Tabasco brand, and it's just like chocolate that's probably infused with like hot sauce and stuff like that. And that's something I really do like wanted to try and stream. So I figured that'd be something cool we can do, like a different snack like every stream. I'm not saying it has to be like something new, but I'm meaning like just trying different snacks and stuff like that. Like I have a whole like tote, or not tote, but like a whole bin full of nothing but like snacks and candy for like these late night gaming sessions and everything. So trying some of the stuff that I ain't never tried before would be on stream would be kind of cool. And one thing I've actually started doing is like collecting these like shooter bottles of alcohol. Of course, it's like alcohol I've never had before. And what I want to start doing on streams as well is just kind of making mixed drinks and just kind of having some fun with it. So like today I actually picked up some Southern Comfort, and they're only like shooter bottles, so they're only like $1. So if I don't like it, I don't have to buy it again, you know, that's like that sort of thing. But oh, move over, Law. Even the cop didn't move over. What the hell? The semi in front of us, the cop and us did not move over, and the cop that's bullshit. That's a crooked cop right there. But yeah, I picked up some Southern Comfort. And I also picked up some Dr. McGillicuddy's cherry liqueur. So I'm going to try to look up and see what kind of goes good with that. Because I'm thinking like a Sprite type deal. But really fucking, I don't know if that's like fog or if that's just how the sunrise is supposed to look. But it looks like a fucking sandstorm or something's going on over here. I'm not quite sure. That's weird looking. It looks like a sandstorm. Like we're just in the middle of like a sandstorm. But that's pretty cool though. At least on this trip we actually have like AI traffic, unlike the last trip where there was barely anything from Miami to Tallahassee. At least here we actually have like vehicles heading our direction and following. There's some dude passing. He don't want to pass because there's a cop in front of me, but I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm definitely not gonna say nothing. But yeah, on top of that, I've actually tried some new coffees within like the last couple weeks or so. Go get him, go get him, go get him. He ain't even trying to brake. Damn, usually like on the interstates when I'm driving on them and like there's people like, you know, going above the speed limit and they see a cop in the median, they'll just sit there and slam on their brakes and shit. This guy didn't even try to stop. He's like, fuck this. We got some police activity over here as well. Like a felony stop of some sort. I don't want to pass the cop. So that's the one thing I don't want to do is pass the cop. So we're just going to put on our cruise control and just cruise. Got a Walmart truck in front of us there. Coming in on a sunrise. I don't know if we're still in Wisconsin. Yeah, we're in Wisconsin because we're coming up on Green Bay. So yeah, we are still in Wisconsin. But yeah, I ended up trying a couple different new coffees in the last couple weeks or so. One of them is called Death Wish Coffee. Supposedly it is like the strongest coffee in the world, like caffeinated. Or the strongest caffeinated coffee in the world. Looks like we're actually going to be taking an exit here. I gotta say, it actually doesn't taste too bad. Now, I usually drink my coffee black, but sometimes I'll drink it with like French vanilla creamer. It's like the only creamer I'll ever drink. And of course, the cop is going the same fucking way we are. God damn it. A little Jake brake action here. There we go. Okay, that was a bump. And then another one I actually tried, which actually ain't bad either. It's like a Bailey's, but it's non-alcoholic. It's Bailey's Chocolate Cherry. It's like, it's a coffee. So it's like a chocolate cherry coffee, and it's actually not too bad. I bought them in like the little K-cups and stuff. Usually what I've been drinking in the mornings now is Maxwell House. Because I had like a tin of Maxwell House that I got on clearance at Dollar General. It was like one of the big ones. But that's what I'm drinking right now. But Black Rifle Coffee will always be my go-to. Now, if you guys don't know what Black Rifle Coffee is, it's a veteran-owned and operated coffee company that sells like ground coffee, coffee beans, K-cups, like coffee accessories, stuff to make espresso, iced coffee, and stuff like that. And I think now they actually announced that they're actually making like iced coffee, like the Starbucks like iced coffee things. They're actually going to be making those available to the public. So I'm going to be waiting on that. And we're going above 10 over the speed limit, but I ain't too worried about it. So yeah, they always end up, what I like about them is like it's veteran owned and operated. So they always end up sending shipments of coffee to like military, as well as like local law enforcement agencies, fire departments, stuff like that. So they basically like give back to the community and whatnot, which is kind of nice. That's what I kind of look for in companies, is that they're not greedy. And I don't know if you guys know about like Matt Best or anything like that. Like awesome YouTuber, was in the military and stuff like that. But he does some amazing like funny videos. Of course, if you're conservative, like Republican, if you're like a Democrat, I would definitely highly not watch him unless you want to get offended. But he does some funny videos. Black Rifle Coffee makes some funny videos too. He actually has some cool rap battles and stuff like that on his channel as well. So if you guys do want to check him out, link is down in the description below. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I'm just, you know, sitting here rambling, talking about them. But it'd be nice to get sponsored by them. Them, Mountain Dew, HyperX. Where y'all at, fellas? I need them sponsorships, bro. But if you guys do end up purchasing going through Black Rifle Coffee, the Thin Blue line and the Freedom Fuel are like my top two favorites from that. So if you guys do want to purchase Black Rifle Coffee, those two are the ones to get, at least in my opinion. Another one I actually tried was, it's a Jim Beam Bourbon Vanilla Coffee. And I gotta say, this one is actually really smooth. Non-alcoholic, but it does taste like you have a hint of bourbon in your coffee, which is amazing. Now, I also purchased last week. Haven't tried it yet, but it's like a Jack Daniel's whiskey coffee as well. So I'm trying to like compare it to the Jim Beam, because Jim Beam actually came out with different flavors. So I think there's a vanilla, I think there's a caramel, a hazelnut, whereas Jack Daniel's is just straight coffee with like whiskey flavoring and stuff like that. So I'm kind of excited to try those two. It's coming over here, coming into Minnesota. Alright, Minnesota. Here we go. Fargo. Yep, we're going to Fargo, so we're going straight out on Highway 94. But yeah, we ended up, we go out to eat a lot, I've noticed, more recently than we have been in the past. So we're trying to cut down on that too, but one of the places we actually love to go to is Texas Roadhouse. I think, yeah, we're going straight the entire way. But yeah, we love to go to Texas Roadhouse. We actually went there twice in the last couple weeks, like last 3 weeks or so. Once on a date night and once with her like her mom, her stepdad, and her brother. But we always end up getting the same thing. It's a steak. And I don't know, I just fucking love Texas Roadhouse. It's one of my like all-time favorite sit-down restaurants besides B-Dubs. So, I don't know. I'm just a huge fan. If you guys haven't tried Texas Roadhouse or B-Dubs, I'd highly recommend it. B-Dubs is a sports bar, which is fucking awesome. Especially since they have a bar. Same thing with Texas Roadhouse. Always have sports playing. Well, B-Dubs does. Texas Roadhouse doesn't. But it's always a fun time when we go over there. As you see here, we are now passing through Minneapolis, which is home of Target, basically. Is where the first Target store was actually laid and stuff like that. So definitely might do a Target run out of here. There you go. Minneapolis has been discovered. So definitely might do a Target run out of here soon once the Coast to Coast mod is actually more updated with Minneapolis. Whew, okay, that's a curve. That's a definite curve right there. I'm actually going to go ahead and stop over here and grab a screenshot for a thumbnail. Alright, we are back. That was a nice looking thumbnail though. Other thing I've recently looked up so far is I've ended up finding a whole bunch of brand new like websites for Train Simulator 2020, and it brings in a whole bunch of new like locomotives and freight cars and like repaints and sounds and stuff like that. So definitely be seeing a lot more Train Sim 2020 on the channel for the most part, only because there's a lot of mods that I want to show off now since finding these sites and stuff like that. And this was all within like the last 2 weeks or so. I found at least like 15 brand new sites to actually go for, as well as I found a whole bunch of different trucks on the SCS forums as well, so we can play an American Truck Simulator, which I'm looking forward to. We get about 216 miles, even though the Fargo sign says 214. We're going in the other lane over here. Right lane looks like it's going to be ending soon, so that's always a plus. We got nobody behind us, which is nice, I don't think. Yeah, nobody trying to cut across either, which is good. I don't know what the hell happened like a few days ago, but we were getting on the interstate. I can't remember, we were coming home from somewhere, I don't remember where. But I don't know what the hell this bitch was doing. Oh, we were coming home from Cracker Barrel. I don't know what the hell this bitch was doing, though. Possibly trying to do some insurance fraud, because we were merging off of 74 on a 57. And this girl was legitimately, like, slamming on her brakes, going 20 miles an hour on the on-ramp, and there's a semi, like, speeding up behind her. The semi was going about 40, 45 on the on-ramp. She was, like, slamming on her brakes, go to about 20. The semi slammed on his brakes, which made us slam on our brakes. And I don't know what happened, but the semi ended up cutting into the merge area because he was trying to get past her because we didn't know what the hell she was doing. So the semi was actually in the right-hand lane of travel. She ended up trying to cut in front of him. So the semi just literally stopped. Like, he slammed on his brakes and just stopped right in the middle of the intersection because we didn't know what the hell this girl was doing. We almost rear-ended him because we weren't expecting that sudden stop. And she ended up pulling over onto the shoulder. I looked past and flipped her off because, you know, I can't stand stupid drivers. And I look over while I'm flipping her off and she's sitting there on her fucking phone. And I'm like, if you don't know how to fucking drive, don't be on your phone. Like, it's against the law to be on your phone while you're driving anyway. I mean, I'll admit, I'm on it, not all the time. The only time I'll ever get on it is to, like, change a song or something like that. Like, hit the next button or the skip button or something like that. But I never text while I'm driving. I don't check messages. If I do end up having to call someone, I'll put the phone on speaker and, like, put it right up on my shoulder underneath the seatbelt so that it's not in my hand. But I usually don't check it while I'm driving. I don't text anyone. I don't call anyone. That's the only thing if anybody calls me. If I have to text someone, like it's an important text, I'll end up just pulling over to the side of the road, sending a text, and then getting back on with my merry way. But yeah, she almost caused a 3-car accident, possibly even a 4-car accident, because there was a car behind us that had to like swerve into the left-hand lane to avoid crashing into us. And I'm just like, I don't understand how people, you know, like, how some people actually even got their licenses. Like, in the Cracker Barrel in the Cracker Barrel parking lot, we were pulling in. And we're turning into the thing. This guy was pulling around the parking spot. Almost fucking T-boned us because he wasn't paying attention. Like, we were, I want to say if we're stopped, go to, like, that bush right here. Or, I wish there was a fucking, like, way to, like, point something out. But we're about as close as that semi is now. Pretty much. Just imagine if that semi was right in front of us. And he ended up just pulling out of the parking spot, making a left turn, almost sideswiping us. So I ended up flipping this dude off. And it's like, I don't understand how some people actually get their license. I'm telling Kayla, just lay on the fucking horn. And like, we got out of the car, found a park spot. I'm like, I would have just slowly moved up my car. Slowly to where enough it won't see it moving on camera. And just, trade paint with the guy. You'll have to get his insurance and he'll get an accident on his record. Won't be our fault because he's the one, we had the right of way. He didn't. So he would have ended up scraping paint with us. We would have gotten his insurance and he would have been at fault for it. So, but yeah, I just don't understand how some people get their license. I honestly do not. There's a lot of idiots out on the roadways, and if you guys are actually like trying to get your permit or in the process of getting a permit and a license, just be careful driving. Stay off your phone. Be attentive, and just, you know, watch the road, watch what you're doing. Because there's a lot of idiots out there and stuff like that, especially if you're trying to get into trucking. It's like the one story I just said, and I've seen a lot of like insurance fraud dash cam videos and stuff like that where someone will just be coming up on the side of you and then just like literally cut you off and then just fucking slam on their brakes for like insurance fraud because they think, oh, you rear-ended me, I'm getting money out of you. Yeah, well, most trucks have dash cams nowadays, so good luck with that. But I don't know, I just like watching those, and I just fucking love watching like truck stop fails, especially since, you know, a lot of them are like Swift drivers and everything. But yeah, I just enjoy watching them. I don't know why. It just fascinates me a lot. But just want to leave you guys a heads up. The rest of the gaming room / spare room. My gaming, like gamers, I don't want to say paradise, but like the gaming studio, stuff like that. And the rest of the apartment's coming along very, very well. Everything's cleaned up for the most part. Just putting up some like shelves and like wall decor and stuff like that. I'm trying to figure out how to keep my wall decor sticking because I bought these like Dollar Tree like poster hangers and they are absolutely worthless. Hung 2 things up and they fall within like the next day or 2, so they're absolutely worthless. So I'm going to try to buy some like command hooks and stuff like that. I did not realize we were dropping in speed either. I thought I had my whatchamacallit, cruise control on. Shows how much Adrian pays attention. There we go. Yeah, they would like cut in front of you and then just slam on their brakes at that like right around there. So yeah. I'll wait for this car to pass up so I can show you guys exactly how close that guy was when he came T-boning us. So it was about like right there. That's how close he was to sideswiping us. It's like people are just stupid. Stupid. We've got about 70 miles left to go. If you guys did enjoy the video, please do make sure you hit the like button, as well as hit that subscribe button with the bell icon if you guys did enjoy. Make sure you guys advertise me out there. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your wife, tell your kid, tell your dog, tell your neighbor. I don't care. Just make sure you guys advertise me out there as well. I would greatly appreciate it. And thank you guys again for 3.5k subscribers. We have been growing rapidly ever since I have made a comeback, so I'm very excited for that. So thank you guys so much for that. You guys also want to make sure you guys follow me on all the social media that I have. My Facebook, my Twitter, my MySpace. Just kidding, I don't have MySpace anymore. I think I still do. I think my MySpace is like still active up there. It just can't be accessed for the most part. But if you guys don't know what MySpace is, I don't really want to explain it. It's like an earlier version of Facebook, but like a million times cooler. But yeah, if you guys want to, make sure you guys add, or if you guys want to, I'm not saying you have to. If you guys do want to, you can always donate on the Patreon page, as well as become a Patreon to the channel. It's a $5 tier. You can also donate through the Streamlabs link in the description below as well if you guys do want to. I'm not asking you guys to, but that option is available if you guys do. Coming into a construction zone here, and of course we're going to be merging back into this lane. Of course. Of fucking course. I just come out of this lane because my exit's coming up and we're all going back in this lane. That trucker should have waited, but you know, oh well. Oh well. Oh, they actually have people now. That's cool. That's pretty cool. I don't think I've ever seen anybody like animations like that in this game before. That's awesome. I might not pay attention though. But that is pretty freaking cool. Luckily this construction zone was like before the exit, so it doesn't have to get blocked off. One of the mods that I actually threw in this game is brutal weather. So we're actually going to be showing that off in like the next few episodes or so. Only because I tried it out already, and it's a fucking beast of a mod. Like, you guys have no freaking idea how beast of a mod this is. It's like downpours times like 1,000, and it is freaking amazing. I will for sure be showing it off in the next episode. I'll set my rain probability up to as full as it can go, and we're just gonna have a nice little stormy run to wherever the hell we decide to go. But here we are coming into Fargo. Very excited for that. Coming into downtown Fargo. Got the Jake brake on over here. Slowly slowing the truck down. There we go. Alright, downtown Fargo. I think, yeah, we're dropping this off at the BNSF plant. Alright, city limits of Fargo. Here we go. So we are currently speeding, which we don't want to be doing. Alright, discovered. There we go. Cool. But yeah, I hope you guys have an awesome rest of your week. And an awesome weekend. I'm not sure if I'll be working this weekend or not yet. I'll probably know the day this is uploaded. So that's always a rough time, knowing that you're not knowing if you're working Saturday until Friday, which kind of sucks. Here we are with a sand trailer. Decided to do something different only because we've been doing a lot of box trailers and stuff. So I've been wanting to do like different loads and stuff like that with like flatbeds and everything like that. I've been looking for like different trailers, different trailer mods, like payware and freeware for the most part. But it is a nice looking truck though. I do have to give it that. It's a very nice looking truck. Not sure what's up with the tire though. Alright, I'm just gonna go. Screw you, Dodge Charger. Screw you. Yes, I'm not like too sure why it's replacing my W900, but it is a nice truck. It drives pretty smooth for believe it's broken, but it does drive pretty smooth. So here we are coming into the BNSF area here. Not sure if this train's actually gonna, or this trailer is gonna go on a train. I don't know. Let's go ahead and turn on the flashers now. So they want it over there. Alright, we can do that. Well, we got a lot of things going on, coming off of or going on trains today. So the sand might honestly be going on a train. I don't know. Let's go ahead and just turn it all the way to the left here. We'll actually go up on this curb here because I'm pretty sure we can. I don't see why we wouldn't be able to. There we go. Got some AmeriGas tanks over here. Let's go ahead and set you up in reverse. Go ahead and pull her forward just a little bit. I kind of screwed up on this one. There we go. Make sure we don't hit a fence over here, which doesn't look like we're going to. Alright, perfect. Want to make sure we don't hit any trailers either. So I knew this wasn't going to be like a perfect back-end job. So what I was trying to accomplish is making a U-turn and just backing in from the left-hand side. So we're not going to be blindsiding it. It's like this, and then turning the wheel all the way to the left. I still do not have the whole like steering wheel and pedal set up yet, so we're still using the controller. But we should have a steering wheel and pedals soon. Possibly the next episode. Possibly the next episode. Alright, let's go ahead and just back this puppy in. Hard to see the drop-off point in the mirror, so we're just going to have to do it this way. You can barely see it in that mirror. Looks like we're going to hit it. As long as we don't fuck up, we'll hit it. Might just have to straighten it out a little bit here soon. Yeah, we'll definitely hit it. It's got to pull forward a little bit, and then we'll be good. Little grenades on that shifter, though. I didn't realize that until now. That's awesome. We're going to pull forward just a tad bit. Alright, let's go ahead and set you in reverse. Get you to the right a little bit more. Alright, we should have it now. Should definitely have it now. Try to straighten that up a little bit more. Perfect. Set you, put you in the neutral. Set that parking brake. Let's go ahead and unload it. $643 miles, 124.7 gallons of fuel, 11 hours and 20 minutes on an Excelente. Made $32,055 and 1,542 XP. Alright guys, well, that's going to go ahead and do it for this one. Take care. I will catch you guys here on the next one. Peace.